Hello hikers and freedom advocates. I'm trying for a big walk today. I've just set off up from Okement town up the hill and I'm just beside East Hill right now. I have something kind of ambitious in mind. I'm going to try and get to Rotor first before I see if I can do it. I'm hoping to get on the track past EastMill tour, try and get to Hanging Stone Hill. But still winter. I mean, no, it's not winter, it's just become spring. It's March now, March 2nd. So still a little bit cold around, although walking up that hill gets me hot. Very hot. It's going to be cold on the tour tops. It's kind of an ambitious journey. Sun sets at 6 o'clock. It's like 12:41. So if it gets to 3 o'clock out there, no matter where I am, I think I'm going to turn back around and end the trip there. Another problem is, this battery that you're on is only 22%, and I've got 2 more full batteries, so normally I have 3 batteries for a big trip, but this is 2. Damn. East Hill. Here's a tiny little cross by the side of the road, look at that. I think I've seen that before when I went to Rotor. So I won't say I'll see you on Rotor because I don't think I'm going to climb Rotor. I think I'm going to go around it and yeah, the tracks will go back behind Rotor past EastMill Tor. So I guess I'll be passing Tor 2, or is it Hart Tor? I think it's Hart Tor 2 actually. You liken? I have a weird craving for a bag of salted peanuts right now. And I don't have any. Got a bag of hula hoops and water and some butterscotch lozenges. Now it's amazing the distance you cover when you're not even thinking about it. Just looking back there, I came from there, but it feels like a couple of minutes ago I was up passing a taxi in the bay past East Hill, which was parked there admiring the view, I guess, of the Northern Range. This weird gully thing, and it's 1 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to make it to where I want to go in the next 2 hours, which is what I've got. I might just make it up to like, I don't know, maybe I'll climb EastMill Tor. I guess you have to set off super early from Okement, like stay overnight in Okement and then go up if you want to do this trip, or just do it in summertime. Yeah, days are super long in summertime. Just do it in summertime, dudes. It's the distance I gotta travel until that reaches that. Passing Blackdown 2 over there. Now passing unknown height 427 on the left there. Or I think it has a name now, so it's not unknown. Thanks Max. You can see that in the video description for that hill that I did, called Unknown Height 427. Max found a name for it. I always thought it had no name. I was gonna call it like East Bowden Hill or something, but it's called something else. We're passing Rotor soon. There's Rotor on the right. We're passing the car parking bays for it. And over there we can see EastMill Tor, I think. And over there I've just seen coming out Hart Tor 2, I think it is, by the road. 120, making good time for EastMill Tor. I'm not sure about anything further than that though. I'm actually going to check this track on the map because I might be able to take this as a detour on the right here maybe. It's going to go left, but yeah, see, I know, upside down, but we came out of Okement. We passed East Hill, so we're on this road crossed the river there, went up here. We're in the parking spot for Rotor. We're around here where the track splits into a few. Focus. So I was going to go up here, follow this up, and then turn off, I think. But if we took this track here, it goes straight up and joins onto the one I want. And there, that keeps going to Okement Hill. Maybe I can get to Okement Hill. These gits closing the road for vehicles. Putting these humps up to try and stop people. Except the military. It's alright when the government do it, but not the public. Anyway, we're passing Rotor. I actually put these sunglasses on even though I can't see as much as I'd like. And yeah, that's a nice little route. So I was going to go to this this fork here, all the way up to there. And then if you watch my video for EastMill tour, that's obviously a car parking next to that Heart tour where the track goes down a bit and then splits. One goes in front of EastMill tour, but judging by the map it links onto the one I'm on, so I can just go straight forward. I'll cross the river. I don't know which. Okay, I'll put on screen what river that is I'm going to cross, that's next to EastMill tour, and that joins onto the track that goes to the right of it. I can climb up from there later on, or I can stay on that, maybe get to Okement Hill. That would be a little achievement for me, I think. Oh, lovely Northern Range, look at this. And we might see there's a tiny bit of Cosden Beacon back there, I think, intercepting, but behind. I was glancing at the map when I was back home, and when you're just glancing at a map, I kind of end up ignoring contours and ignoring distance squares and stuff, and going, yeah, just drawing out a massive journey for myself and going, yeah, I could do that, 82 tours in 2 minutes, I could do that. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll take this and I'll go from Okehampton all the way up to Hangingstone Hill, and then all the way around to Cosden Beacon or something, and then all the way down to Belston, and then all the way up the Northern Range, over the Northern Range at Scary Tor, to come back to Okehampton. This giant journey. But practically, there's not even enough hours of daylight to do that. That's lovely over there. There's Winter Tor. All the clitter boulders are standing out really sharp today, and I think that's Oak Tor over there, and Big Daddy Steeperton back there. Steeperton Tor, there was that track that I was following that I had to do a U-turn to get up the Tor. If I keep following that track, that also goes to Hangingstone Hill. That's a different one, so you could go to Hangingstone Hill and then come back and either go up Steeperton or just go around Steeperton to near Cosden Beacon. There's something called Little Hound Tor, which is apparently not much of a tour at all, just a couple shitty flat rocks in the ground. Like between there and the Hound Tor, which I might have labelled as Hound Tor 2, there's a split in the track and you can get back around the side of Cosden Beacon, I think. There's some sort of helicopter, but I cannot for the life of me see it every time I look back. It's just blue up there. Where the heck is it? Oh shit! It was like flying under the hill. That's why I couldn't see it. Oh, this is cool. I think there might be a lynx. Is that a lynx? Or is it a Merlin? Just realised, yeah, this thing we're on now, it isn't even a stony track or anything, it's literally a fully tarmacked, perfect road. And they're blocking off the public from using it. That's out of order. Fucking government. You just drive down here in a car. You're a member of public. You should just be able to just drive down here. A bush shaped like a tank. and a bunch of walkers' heads. The bush looks a bit like a Bradley tank or something. It's parked up. There's some rocks here. Am I still down from Rotor? I must be. Oh dude, it's amazing to just stop here. I just stopped here for a moment because I need to do a shoelace, and like, it's amazing how many times I don't actually stop. I'm so intent on just doing the journey and getting to where I'm getting that I don't just do stop-offs or anything. I'm just like, gotta walk, gotta walk, gotta walk. And then the moment you stop, you realise your coat's been making all this noise because you just stop and everything is like dead silent except birds. It's crazy. Hearts Tour 2 lining up pretty well with Steeperton right now. What do you call that? What do you call that in astronomy? Conjunction? An eclipse? That's kind of almost an eclipse, isn't it? No, I saw a conjunction the other night. It was pretty good. There was the moon diagonal down right, Jupiter and Venus. And Venus was brighter than Jupiter. They're all in a nice line. So I did some mini nighttime photography with that. It's quite cool to see. And then there's transitions, which are like, not that sort. They're like when you've got the sun's disk and it's quite large, and then like Mercury slowly passes over the disk and it travels. It's like an eclipse, but one of the items is too small to eclipse the other, so it just passes across the disk. Lots of terminology I've picked up from my stargazing books I had when I was a kid. There's a bridge I would have gone over if I'd have taken that route. God, it's amazing. You can just travel huge amounts of distances and not realise it. That's what today has felt like. Just gone all this distance. It's quite a long distance it seems, but hasn't felt like much at all. It's one foot in front of the other. 5 minutes later, you're somewhere else completely. Also, we're on stony track. Although it becomes tarmac again over there, looks like. Government, let the public drive down it. This world is not for you. Your time is up. Let the public have the world. We should be able to drive down this. Take away all these restrictions. Deregulate Earth now. Just note this track off here. We're passing alongside Heart Tour 2 now. Well, soon enough. There's a track down there that seems to lead to here. Unless my eyes deceive me. Oh, I didn't notice that at first. Some kind of ford down there you have to get over though. Not sure how you cross that one. Not what I'm going to. Person over. It's a hurricane. Gonna be being used for unsavoury business in the next few years, I'm sure. And look at that bulk we're approaching over there. I was travelling back from up in North Devon earlier, I think it was last week actually. More flat viewings and nonsense. And more property thoughts occurred to me. You know when, so you have your garden, right? If you have a garden, obviously, and the neighbour's garden. And there's like a field boundary between. And if the field boundary is on the road away from the neighbour's garden, then I guess the council tells you to cut the hedge so the cars don't get, you know, scraped by branches, or there's no danger of falling branches or whatever. But there's the hedge between you and your neighbour, so you cut one side of the hedge. The plants growing from your side of the hedge are owned by you, even if some of their tendrils and leaves fall on your neighbour's land, and your neighbour's side of the hedge they have to maintain. And obviously if there's any trunks growing out of the bushes of that hedge on their side, they own those plants. I saw this thing on the bus coming down from North Devon where there's like two farmers' fields, and I assume they're from two different farmers. Two farmers' fields, different farmers, and you had the field, and then one field hedge, and then there was a gap going through, and then there was the other farmer's field hedge, and then their field. So it was like field, upright hedge, saw tool, gap, upright hedge, saw tool, field. And that gap in between is like, I was looking at that going, that's not a public footpath, but it should be a public footpath. And it's like no man's land, isn't it? It's not his property, it's not the other guy's property, it's in between, it's neither of their property. Doesn't seem to be a public footpath through it. I think basically no one owns that land. It's like a DMZ, right? A demilitarized zone they have in wartime between two warring nations, or just after, where they have sniper towers on one side, sniper towers on the other border of the other country's side, and a gap in between called no man's land, where they like shoot anyone trying to cross from one to the other. But I thought it could be like, instead of like land that's not, I mean, it's not owned by property 1 or property 2, so, and it might not be owned by the government, in which case the government shouldn't own anything. Ignore what I just said there. Why can't it be all man's land? And when I say man, obviously fuck off feminists, I'm talking about humans in general. It could be all man's land. I had the phrase in my head like man's land. That gap between the two hedges, it's man's land. Like, and there could be an entire network of those throughout the country if people just had separator DMZs between their private property. That's kind of a way how you get pure, like, public property to exist, I think. Here we are, we're approaching the side of EastMill Tor. That's where that track runs. That's actually Oak Tor, I think. That's where the track runs, where I would have gone. It goes around the Tor, and we'll be joining it somewhere up here. There's like a, I'm hoping there's a bridge. I think the track becomes like a bridge. If it doesn't, I don't really know what you do about this stream. Whoa, please record, please record. He's hovering over the track here on the right. It's a hawk, some kind. Kestrel or buzzard, not sure which. Looks kind of small, must be a kestrel maybe. Whoa! Did he just do what I thought he did? Dude. I think he made a dive. I think I almost caught that. Whoa. To actually see him hunting like that. I don't want to put ideas into drone makers' heads. Those are better than drones, those hawks and eagles and things. Those are better than drones, considering what they're going to be using drones to do in the next few years against us. Saw a Tor pop out there, not sure, might be yes Tor. It's popping out on the right there. Oh, hi Mr. Shuby. Is that brook, whatever the hell it is? Is it one of the Avens? It might be Black Aven Brook, possibly. And looking back, yeah, just constantly amazed at the distance I've done. We've left Hart Tor 2 way back there now. It's weird. It's kind of a random clitter field here. I wonder if there used to be a Tor here. Look at all this. It's all down these slopes. But you look up there after this bit, it's just like a field. It's like, it's not really a Tor up there. EastMill looks kind of giant from this perspective. The long Tor. It's a submarine Tor. What the fuck is that? I thought that was a Tor. That might be an OP actually. Observation post. I demand to know what it is. I demand to know what it is. Tell me, Mr. Bond, or you will die. What is this? What is this? Oh, we're in a crater or something. When did that happen? What a shot though of where the fuck this is. Let's go and have a look. It's got huge rocks in it. Could be man-made. Got kind of a sand twisty thing around it. There's this very nice bridge. I don't think we're going to see a bridge, but that's a very nice bridge. What are we looking at here? Artificial tor? I mean, what is it? It's a rise of dirt and ground, but clearly has tons of rocks in it, like a tor. It's kind of like Grentor, but bigger. Is it bigger than Grentor? Or about the same size? Let's go on top. Oh. Is there like a underground bunker inside it, do you think? What is this? Flat top. Did someone make this? Or did they did a bit of landscaping with the track around it, clearly, but I mean, lots of actual tours in the east are like that. Just anyway. Oh, way better view of the bridge from up here. Let's get up here. Look at that, it's got a little angle in it. You like it? River splits into, well, it splits into like boglands, I suppose, and it goes up there. It's cool. I don't expect to find anything here. This is like semi-artificial tour. I wonder if it says OP on the map. It probably says OP here on the map. Something. Does it? Maybe it does. But isn't an observation point, aren't you meant to go inside it? What does this say? This is one of those weird ass electrical ports or whatever they put on the moor. What a weird fucking structure just to be out here. I'm calling that like semi-artificial tour. Okay, anyway, I'm too distracted by that. I'm gonna keep going there. Look at that. Oh, there's two outcrops there actually. What's that? Is that Westmill tour? Obviously different from that one. I think it is. Northern Range looks so far off now. Dude, I've walked so far. Alright, even though that looks tempting, ignoring it, going this way. I mean, we'd be going this way anyway if we wanted to go up that, but... Back up here, up EastMill tour. Strange that I didn't notice that the first time we came here. Because we must have been here where there's clearly a fork here where these tracks join. Why did I not notice that when I came here with Dad? That was weird. 2 o'clock, 2:07 to be a little more precise. So I hope I'm going to get to where I want to go before time runs out and it's 3 o'clock. I have coming up to 50 minutes to get to Okement Hill, maybe a little further. My audio's messing me around, did I get that stuck? If my audio's messing me around, I'll do that last bit again. We're in uncharted territory now. Well, charted, but just not by me. Another weird ass electrical thing here. Some kind of swampy nothingness. We're going uphill. Okay. I just checked the map, dudes. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to Okement Hill. Well, for one thing, it's all contours uphill from now on. Up to a height of 566 or something like that. On the top of Okement Hill, which is a bit of a plateau at the top. And the distance look like the distance from here to Rotor, like that. That's the distance, I think, from EastMill to Okement Hill. So I might realistically get halfway and have to turn back. Yeah, I know the tour's over there now. Westmill Tor, little Tor. In front, well, there's Yes on the horizon, but in front of that is Kirtree Clitters, look, with that other OP. I suspect that is High Will Haze up there, the main cairn. There's some people wading through the grasses there. I think they might be coming from where I'm going. Just look like they're wading through the grasses, but they're moving pretty constantly. I think the grass is hiding this track, but up there. Come around the bend so you can see EastMill Tor in a different light. Steeperton boys coming up from over there as well. EastMill, Steeperton, and what's that? Wild Tor or Wattern, I'm not sure which. Oh, here's a decent track actually, right here onto EastMill Tor. Maybe I should take that going back. Maybe? I don't know. Here's where I camped down there on Poopy Tor, Oak Tor. I camped around here. And the cows humping in the night. This area just around the back of EastMill Tor. This is lovely. Oh, what's that over there? There's one of the other tours. Oh, that's the Northern Range over there. Talked to a couple who came down on this track from Dinger Tor. They had no idea how long it would take to get to Okement Hill. I think I said an hour, but then I looked at my watch and went half an hour, and they thought I could do it in an hour, but they didn't think I could do it in half an hour, I think, but they weren't sure. Oh, they've gone up EastMill Tor. This is kind of unreal landscape. The light beige is really selling it. Oh, there's a dark score in the landscape up there. And I think to the left of that, that might be Okement Hill maybe. It's meant to have an observation post on it, wherever it is. Oh, it's so nice here. Just this area behind EastMill Tor is really nice. Kind of like, the ground looks kind of flat and dry. Is it flat and dry over here? Yeah, maybe you can find a flat place to put a tent around here. Oh, there's a bit of bog over there with the dark grasses, but yeah, looks mostly dry around here. Well, I've just met, looks like a crossroads. Firmer track on the right. I'm sure I saw a crossroads on the map, so I'm going to check the map and see how much I've done. Here we are, we're halfway point. There's the crossroads we're on. So that's EastMill Tor, and that's Okement Hill. So we're like halfway, we're at, about that distance. If we double what we've done, we'll end up almost there. Now, I had this idea of getting there, or getting back before or at sunset, which is 6 o'clock. Maybe I can revise that, because, you know, yeah, once the sun's set, it's going to begin to get dark, but it's not dark fully for like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes or something. So maybe I can just make the top, and that'll add like 20 minutes onto my time. It's downhill all the way back anyway, so that'll be speedier coming back. So maybe I will make town before 6 o'clock. I wonder, all this walking that I've done starting to take a toll on me. Maybe I'll be like in dire straits by the time I get back down there, I don't know. But walking downhill is a different ball game, so maybe I'll try it, maybe I'll get there. A little chair rock there on the way down. Look at that smooth slope they put in. Some proper grooves in the land there in front of by Will Hayes. I wonder if that comes from the Crossroads track. Pebbly track is becoming tarmac again. Who do you reckon was the original builders of these tracks? The pebbly ones, I mean. Must have taken a monumental fucking effort to do that. Was that done by war conscription people? The people from World War I who didn't want to go to war. They jailed them and they made them build that road. Up near Royal Tor. Did they do that with all war prisoners? Like, there were other prisoners from other wars that the British got to build these tracks. Because, God, there must have been so much effort. Just walking it is difficult. I can't imagine making it. Like, it's hardly just going to be one guy, is it? It's going to be like an army of people. A full prison worth of people. Or maybe just the army, I don't know. Flat hill over there, which I assume is the Amicum Hill, where Kitty Tor sits. Although I can't make out any details. Unless... what's that? Yeah, isn't that Kitty Tor? And then you got this odd thing over here which just popped up. Is that my original target from the day or what? And that might be where I'm going, but there's some odd activity around. Asking me, the guy we passed back there, if I wanted to take photos up there. For a moment I was like, huh? Why are you asking me that? And now I think I know. I think there's some diggers and shit at the top there. There's this weird grass here. It's like black in places. It's like it's been half burned or something. What the hell's going on here? What? Don't understand. It has. It's been burnt. They had this set on fire, like it's like gorse burning, but not. You can see the blacks are actually charred. The tips are actually charred black, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, I'm pretty sure that's it. I got like 10 minutes to reach it on my old time. So it's 2:49 right now. But I'm going to reach it anyway because I think it'll only add a few minutes on for me to get there rather than just turn back short of it. Don't know what these guys are doing on top though. Peat bog restoration, I assume. There's a little mound occurring in the grass up there, not quite sure what that is. Opening out bit in the walls of the track. Strap's starting to dig into the shoulder. It'll be lighter on the way down because I got water in this bag that I can drink. I got winter clothes. I did not need any winter clothes. I did not even need this jacket. I've been hot almost all the way. Tiny bit of wind chill on my arms and ears, but I mean it's completely overridden by that ball of flaming gas up there. I do not need that. I do not need any of this extra weight. Going slightly mad out here. Thinking about it, that's what that black scar is that we saw from way back on this hill. It's all that burnt, tufty marshland or whatever. Oh, there's a car up here. Yeah, I think we just got out on top. Not sure what that car was doing there. Some sort of construction work going on here. I don't think it's actually peat restoration. That must be the OP on top. Oh, we've got bicycles there as well for some reason. And it's hollow inside the hut. Kind of like a barn. Find somewhere to sit now. I think that might have been the original target for the day. Either Hanging Stone Hill or White Horse Hill. Looks pretty far off. There's some more tours where this track's heading at the moment. I think it's a wild tour. moor, and they got some more diggers and stuff there. Maybe they are doing peat restoration up there. Oh, would you look at that? Can you see it? Easy. It says 3 o'clock. 3:02 to be precise. 3:02. I actually made it to the top at around 3 o'clock. I didn't think I was going to do that. Man. This place has some great views. It's surrounded by, you know, the little peaks in beige, High Hayes, Yes Tor, Westmill Tors, EastMill Tor, which we came past. Might visit later. Northern Range from this angle. And we're higher, we're further out than Steeperton Tor, further towards the inner moor, should I say. That's Steeperton from a different angle. It's so peaceful up here, apart from the wind like buffeting your ears slightly. Can't hear anything at all. I can hear a distant plane over High Hayes somewhere. And like nothing at all. Look at the shadows over there. I don't even know what hill that is. Is that Colston Beacon? Shadows from clouds over it. We've got horses there. We've got top street creds to anyone who does manage to get up to Hangingstone Hill or Whitehorse Hill, whichever one that is. Either of the two, to be honest. Whether you can get to Hangingstone Hill or Whitehorse Hill, that looks like a huge journey plus what I did today. Got to pack even lighter than what I packed with. I'm just gonna have a look around here and then head back down, I guess. Here's the OP. A bit muddy on the back. Made of bricks. They have no idea what they're like constructing. They've got lots of planks. I know what that's about. Ooh, a little bit of boggy land. And a pond. Some more hills there in the blue. I don't know what they are really. Looks like where Fertile would be, but none of these look like Fertile. I think that one might be Dingator. One of these. Is it that one? Or is that Fords and Veg? There's a Tor there. There's also another Tor. I think there's Kitty Tor on the horizon, but down there, is that the Sphinx? Lynx Tor. Okay, so that was a giant mission to the inner moor, a lot further in than I've been before, I think, until I get to Fur Tor, whenever that will be. Huge mission. Did visit somewhere new today, on the central line, Okement Hill. Thank you for watching. There's my track, just wind it off. Still not sure if I'm going to go up there. Look over the northern range. Did not know this was here.